Yeah, this your boy Brim Johnson. So I'm gonna take a moment to set the record straight for y'all. I see there's a lot of controversy over this Whoopty thing. So first and foremost, CJ made a hot song, but the content that he used is not his content. So his foundation is based off a lie. He's not Whoopty. He don't know nothing about Whoopty. He just seen a fly splash and he jacked it, which is a smart move. But in life, you gotta show respect and you can't live a lie. Now you jacking something that they got dudes in jail for. There's allegations behind that word right there that made it such a splash for you to want to jack it. They gave me 30 years for a lifestyle full of allegations of a lifestyle that you talking about that you never lived. And that shut up, shorty. Like, you trying to take something from people that you can't take. So, for the record, Whoopty is not CJ's. That shit to the jet. I ain't even gonna say it's just mine. It belongs to the jet. It's not his at all. You can put every lawyer you want behind it, do all that. And I'm not speaking violence. I'm not beefing with you. I'm not trying to down you. I'm just speaking facts and keeping it real. That's the glow shit. You know what I'm saying? So you need to fall back with that and get in your place and find your own content, because you got a little tight delivery. I heard your song, but make your content truthful. Don't speak lies. When you living off a lie, ain't no foundation there. So all that you speaking in them songs, they got some boys in the street, not my team, just speaking in general, that's really going to see if you about that mess. And I told you, that's the allegations of my whole lifestyle, my whole bop, that I'm in jail fighting for. So, you got to really get it together, shorty. But for all my real glows, you know what it is, man. Whoopty. Y'all know what it is. Stand on that, man. That's our shit. So don't let that little boy play with y'all, man. And I'm not promoting violence, beef, or nothing. Just speak the truth and let his ignorance die with his fables and his foolish content, you heard? Whoopty.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, today, I just want to briefly talk about this whole CJ situation with the whole Whoopty. I'm pretty sure y'all already familiar that he's not, in fact, Whoopty. And this situation been going on for a little minute now, almost not too long after the song actually dropped. All right, and it's kind of getting dragged out, but now we actually have the member himself, not even the member, I said the member, the leader himself, which his name is Brim. He actually spoke out against this situation for the first time after all of this had came out. So I just want to touch on the situation briefly and, you know, get y'all opinions on it. Now, all of this kind of started back when 22G's first called out the Whoopty rapper CJ and said he's not real Whoopty. And at first, a lot of people, including myself, just thought 22G's was like hating because, let's face it, 22 been out for a minute now. And then here CJ come with a nice little banger, a little buzz that he generated off that one song. And, you know, you like, maybe he just hating. Alright, just like most cocky, foolish, young, up-and-coming artists that don't know how the game actually works, CJ let the success of one song go to his head. Then he started saying, "Yo, I'm the king of New York. I'm the hottest right now. He's this, he's that." And I think that's actually what prompted 22G's to actually say something to him when he was asked about CJ in the interview. Now, fast forward, right? While all this is going on, people started to get curious about whether CJ was really a part of the Blood set, or was he just rapping lyrics and looking tough in his music video. And let me tell y'all this, from the first time I seen that video, it automatically gave me 6ix9ine vibes. Automatically. I don't care what nobody say. And I just figured that the label was just trying to create a whole nother 6ix9ine artist, but just probably a little more laid back version, because, you know, 6ix9ine, he pretty much done. Nobody really want to hear him right now. I don't know how the hell he still do numbers whenever he come out, but it is what it is. Now, the funny part is, CJ may not even know that the label trying to market him, you know, like, after 6ix9ine. He just think that it's him being him. Whole time the label marketing and making him the next 6ix9ine, and he don't even know, but that's what they do. Like, a lot of these young artists coming up don't know how the game could groom you. No, they don't know how devious these labels play, man. And just look at 6ix9ine's Gumbo video. And then look at CJ's Whoopty video. It's a splitting image, bro. A splitting image. Not too much going on. A bunch of red flags, a bunch of blood walking, a bunch of guys throwing up blood signs. All that. It looked apart. Like, you know, you would really think these guys are dangerous. Not me though, man. I seen right through it. He looks like a good kid. He looked like he's actually being forced to talk about some of the things that he's talking about. Then not to mention, he's already been called out for stealing Bizzy Banks' flow in his whole slang, which is another New York artist from Brooklyn who, you know, he's actually doing this thing. If you listen to some of CJ's recent songs, you could definitely hear some similarities, and then go back and listen to Bizzy Banks, and then you'll realize that CJ stole his whole flow, man. You know, and somebody did a whole video on that. I'm gonna leave it in the description box so y'all can check it out yourselves, and y'all y'all be the judge of it. But anyway, after 22G's made it clear that CJ isn't really Whoopty, a member himself by the name of G5 Reels, who was actually really tapped in with the organization, you know, with the actual originator, he went live and exposed CJ himself. He went on to say that CJ isn't real Whoopty, and they actually spoke. And he's saying that all he told CJ was to pay homage to the set and they'll let him rock, even though he isn't a part of it. But, you know, they're not trying to stop his image and what he got going. So just pay homage. Now, to me, that seems fair, because if they giving you a chance to still keep your image, you know, not try to expose you, let you keep going, doing your thing, knowing you aren't a part of nothing that you claiming, you ain't a part of nothing that they started, and you haven't went through nothing or anything to keep the organization going, and you not dishing nothing out to try to help us, a game that you actually claiming. You see what I'm saying? I'll be mad if I was them too. But it would have been a win-win for both parties had he just complied. And, you know, now I'm not saying that it made him tough or weak or whatever to comply. That's up to him. But at the same time, if you're going to sit there and try to bang what I bang in my gang, wherever the case may be, and you know you're not really a part of us, somehow, some way, you got to pay homage. That's like a dude going to Cali repping Crip, and Big U tell him like, yo, listen, you're going to have to pay homage or else. And not for nothing, judging from Big U's interviews, there's a couple of rappers that we know who got that message from Big U, but, you know, we're not going, that's a whole nother story. But it's a form of respect, I feel. And if you really in them streets, then there's a certain morals and codes that you abide by, especially, you know, when you playing that gang life. Now, G5 Reels went on to explain that at first CJ gave him his word that he'll do X, Y, and Z to show love to the organization and pay homage. But somewhere along the lines, someone must have gotten to CJ ear, because everything that they spoke about went out the window, and CJ didn't deliver nothing, and he did the exact opposite. All right, fast forward, G5 pretty much exposed him, and it became known that the actual leader of the gang said CJ wasn't real right himself. So what CJ do? He took it upon himself to go live and start getting very disrespectful. Now, I seen some of the lives. He's telling guys the SMD, you know, y'all know what that means. He telling dudes he the king of this, he's that. Dudes is hating on him. He's just shining and they mad. He got a little money, whatever the case may be. Now, he wouldn't say names, but pretty much we all know who he's referring to, because it's only a handful of guys that actually been on his heels about the whole Whoopty situation. Oh, and for y'all that don't know, the G5 Real guy is actually OMBJD's biological father. So, but yeah, y'all. So, recently a guy by the name of Brim, who actually is the founder of the whole Whoopty movement, he chimed in and gave his spill on it. About what's going on. Now, the whole time that everything was going on, he remained silent, and I guess he conveyed certain messages through others, but this time he decided to speak on his own. Now, in a recent call from prison, he expressed how he really isn't even mad at CJ, nor is he trying to bash him or stop his shine or his money or nothing, but he wants CJ to know that the same image he's out here portraying, guys are sitting behind bars for a very long time. And I must say, he was actually respectful regarding the whole situation, whereas I thought he would be a little more angry myself about it. I figured that, you know, like, maybe he sees CJ getting all this shine and fame and money off the situation that he's currently serving 30 years for, so he probably got a bone to pick. But it was kind of like the total opposite. I figured that he understands CJ is still a kid, and he also may not even be the one that's promoting this image. Maybe it's the label. You see what I'm saying? Maybe it's the label trying to market him as this big blood from New York, and you know how them labels play, man. And first and foremost, it's a set. If anybody know Whoopty, it's a set that originated in jail. And from my understanding, CJ never been to jail. From my understanding, like I said, first of all, he's from Staten Island. If anybody's from New York, y'all know that Staten Island, it's a part of the 5 boroughs, but we don't rep that. And what I don't understand, man, why are you even arguing with someone that started something that you decide you want to jack from them? If you're not real right, if you know in your heart, if you know deep down that you got no ties possible to this gang, why are you even sitting there going back and forth with people who are actually tapped in? You're supposed to do the opposite. You're supposed to just remain quiet and let this thing hopefully get swept under the rug. Not go back and forth and try to make it seem like you're right, because you got no wins. And not to mention, this is what I mean by these rappers promoting images that isn't really them. And they got the youngins out here really living a life that they promoting. You see what I'm saying? They living a life that they see people on TV promoting that's not really living a life. So when they go out and actually committing these crimes, they the ones that's getting penalized, all because they seen something on TV or heard something on the radio. This guy had a bunch of red flags, gang signs, dogs, pit bulls, people blood walking, and all that in this video. And come to find out, he not even really sanctioned. Like, come on, that's crazy. Then got the nerve to argue with dudes that are actually involved. Like, come on. And be honest with you, I actually understand. I exactly understand what the dudes that are the La Brim, the G5 Reels, and all them other dudes that's really tapped in. I understand where they coming from. You repping something without even giving proper homage. You probably don't even know who the founding fathers are. You're not even a part of this, and you repping it hard. What, like, you got to be a special kind of person to sit there and actually rep a gang that you know you are nowhere near a part of. Something that guys doing life in jail, 30 years in jail. So yes, I understand their frustration, because it's bad enough that they doing jail time or serve jail time for something that they created, or for some little kid from that's not even really from New York, from Staten Island, to sit here and rap about it and profit from it, knowing that you didn't contribute nothing. Come on, man. But y'all heard the audio. Like I said, I'm gonna leave the audio in the beginning of the video. I hope YouTube don't try to flag it or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna leave the audio so y'all can check it out. If they do try to flag it, I'm gonna just leave a link so y'all can check it out. And that's that, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this situation. It's an ongoing situation. It's been dragging for a little minute, but new reports keep coming out about it, so it is what it is. How y'all feel about it? Do y'all feel that he just needs to stop with the whole Whoopty? Do y'all feel that maybe he need to pay homage? Maybe he need to set something out to them guys? Who knows? Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment box below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as y'all keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping. And I'm out.